I love the yellow room. I was just saying, how could anyone like not be in a yellow room and not just feel happy? You know what I'm saying? That's a real commitment. So I think everything needs to be yellow. And I remember someone had asked me this last week. They go, what's your favorite color? And I was like, let me get back to you on that just because, you know, it's a mood thing from day to day. Yellow is one of my favorite colors to wear. It is so difficult to find, specifically for dresses. For whatever reason, it's kind of like white. For some reason, it's always see-through. Like, I don't understand why you... Anyway, so it just never works out with the yellow. All right, so here, let's go down. What I want to do is that we're going to hit a couple of points today, but I want to answer the questions as we go along this time. Sing a song. So I literally showed up and they had like a keyboard set up for me with the mic and the whole deal. I was like, oh, sweet. So we might have to do this again where I come back and maybe we don't even do just one song. Maybe we do kind of a mini set. Would you guys like that? Okay. So what I wanted to do was, ew, yellow. No, not ew. Is that I want to answer a couple of questions which you guys sent me earlier today. And so just starting with, someone had asked about my tattoos or whether I have tattoos. And I was laughing because someone had left a comment and they just say, you know, you're so classy, you're not like these dumb girls who get tattoos. I absolutely have a tattoo. And so in my opinion, tattoos are beautiful pieces of art. And anyway, so I have the Miss Krystle logo tattooed on my ribs, which is a particularly fun place to get a tattoo. What about you guys? Do you have any tattoos? If so, where are they and what are they? I was thinking about maybe doing a sleeve, you know what I'm saying? Like a leg sleeve. Maybe I'll have like an arm here and then a leg on the other side. So we'll see about that. But I had noticed that I think my skin kind of rejects tattoos. I got this tattoo done when I got done with law school. I was like, this is my moment, my big hurrah. And I got the tattoo done. Dude did a great job, no issues. It's a pretty simple tattoo, which in my opinion are more difficult because you have to have such a steady hand for the straight lines and whatever. But anyway, so I got this tattoo done, super painful in the best kind of way. And it faded to shit, man, like within 2 weeks. And so it's been like that ever since. And I was speaking with the artist and he just goes, some skin types just aren't, I don't even know what he said. Maybe it was just an excuse, but anyway, I need to get it redone and then maybe I'll get the, you know, the leg sleeve at that time. So, no way. Okay, so to answer the question, yes, I do have a tattoo. Would I get any more? Yes, but it's just very specific. I get so bored with things very quickly, like wardrobe, like my hair. It's like the worst thing to not, or to keep it long, to be honest. So if I get a tattoo, it just has to be one of those like, you know I'm gonna keep it forever, or want to keep it. How do you keep a straight face? I'm her biggest fan. I want red hair, girl. And I was having this conversation. Okay, I posted a picture and I had blue hair. Now, I didn't qualify it with, hey, this is a wig. But nonetheless, I posted the picture on Sunday and I said red or blue. And at the end of the day, you know, there's about 100 people that commented and a whole lot of people said red, but a whole lot more people said blue. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I'm a little offended. But at least I know if I decide to go blue ever, it'll work. But anyway, girl, if you want to do red, you do red. It's just hair. If it doesn't work out, if you don't like it, who cares? And you can just put on a wig, right? Do you have an intro for your account? An intro? Like what? And how hot is it today? Oh my goodness, guys. So for those of you who don't already know, I'm based in Arizona. It's basically like you melt your face off as soon as you go outside, which is like 2 seconds for me because I'm a vampire and I stay inside all the time. What's that?
109.
Yeah, 109 degrees. I just knew that. Definitely someone didn't shout that out, so. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and move on. I wanted to answer these questions that people asked earlier. So favorite hairstyle? You guys know Angel with Vanity Glam Hair typically does my hair for like pretty much my music videos, all of my shoots. And one of my favorite hairstyles to date is the mohawk. And a lot of you will compare it to like David Bowie, but we did this in my Inevitable music video. And basically this is the tea right here. You curl it a whole lot, you backcomb it to death. So it's basically, you know, nice rounded out to here. and then you just pin it up on the sides, which creates that beautiful mohawk effect. And anyway, still one of my favorites. It's fun to brush it out afterwards. We should do a video just about that, and you can just see how it is. It's gross in Phoenix today. Yes, it is. It's a little painful. Will you go to prom with me? Well, it depends. So let me tell you about my prom story. I went to 3 proms, not because I'm very popular. I was homeschooled, as most of you know, and so we had the homeschool prom, and the homeschool prom was the best out of all of them. I'll be completely honest. It was just kind of a magical night, and then the other 2 just like normal proms that I went to with friends or whatever. So anyway, I got my prom experience. I don't know whether I'll be able to go to prom with you, but let me get back to you on that. Okay, so let me move into just a couple of quick things I wanted to touch on today. So over the weekend, we shot the next video for you guys, which is a live performance. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can find a couple of those from Dukes Up Records, and it was from the Inevitable EP. And so we did 2 songs. I don't know if we're gonna release both of them, but we did Anything and Wild Like Fire. And the reason I wanted to at least mention it is that this is such a good point for musicians and artists and just being able to work through these situations, because it will happen. And that is just when things are maybe a little delayed. You get, started a few hours later than you had thought because of whatever. It was a technical issue, you're trying to get lighting set, something dies, you have to get a new battery. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on, always fighting to keep positivity with whatever that you're doing. Because, negativity is so poisonous, and it can pull down your entire experience. And, I always say this. At the end of the day, I'm trying to make really, really good content for you guys, because I just want you to love what we're doing and to have fun with me during this journey. But at the end of the day, if I'm not having fun as we're doing these things, then there goes my memories. And so I've been a little more, I don't know, I keep saying I fight for the happiness, I fight for the positivity, but you have to. Because when something goes wrong, it becomes very defeating and you feel like giving up. Don't give up. And so you kind of, you learn to basically find the glass half full moment, right? There's always something to be appreciative of. Even if it was, hey guys, we're getting started hours and hours later, it's late, whatever it is. But thank you so much for being here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much that we could do this tonight, and you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just wanted to at least point that out and just share and to remind you guys as well to do that within yourselves, because it's just something that we all struggle with. So I'll lift you up if you ever need, just message me. All right, Instagram, I'm just gonna go back to you really fast because you're kind of blowing up. Okay, it takes a village. That's right, Mama, it takes a village indeed. And I really appreciate the people who are on my team who conversely will help lift me up. Because for a moment, sometimes I can see myself through their eyes and they believe in me. And so, it's very encouraging and I appreciate it just as much as I appreciate you guys. All right, there we go. That's the red hair with the blue tips, definitely. Love the positivity, that's right. We gotta lift each other up. Okay, so moving on. Earlier today, I was cracking up because I forgot about this story. I don't think I ever shared it with you guys, but this was from South by Southwest. So this recent year, we played South by Southwest, and there was this experience when we were heading back to the hotel after the event, and we did one of those shared Ubers. By the way, I have never been in an Uber prior to South by Southwest, so got the app. I feel all in with the rest of the world now. But anyway, so we shared an Uber on the way back, and there was this girl from New York, and she was, a manager, and she was just fiery, and she was talking about all the networking that she had done at South by Southwest, and very fun girl. And, I was exhausted, so I was just listening. And they got to talking about food, and so the driver goes, hey, did you have a chance to try some of the food here? She's like, yeah, I was eating some of the pizza here. And she goes, the pizza here, trash. And I started laughing in the back of the car. I'm like, huh? Because that's kind of a bold thing to say, but I guess if you're a New Yorker. So, she could just be like, our pizza's better, so they kind of get into it. He goes, all right, well, did you, we're in Texas. Did you try, some of our staple meals, right, the ribs? And she goes, yeah, I tried some of the ribs. Trash. And so I'm just dying because I'm just like, that's a pretty ballsy move to go into someone's state or whatever and call, the favorite food their trash. But ever since then, that's now my favorite thing to say. So how was it, Krystle? Trash. How do you feel about that dress? Trash. So yeah, that's my new thing. What about Chicago pizza? That's what I'm talking about, right? Now here's the thing. You guys know I'm vegan, so my cheese is like cheese substitute. So I don't really feel like I'd ever really comment on, American style pizza anymore. But anyway, what I won't be doing is going to New York or Chicago and saying your pizza is trash. Okay, so I'm gonna move in a second and have that Orko come and do something with me, and this could go horribly wrong, but if it does, great entertainment for you guys. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say yourself, or you can use yourself for Facebook comments.
Okay. Well, is there any that you want to just shout out?
Just a lot of people just talking about they miss you.
I miss you, everyone on Facebooky.
People are wondering about the new stage. I mean, you're getting a lot of activity on Facebook right now.
Oh, okay.
So if you wanna,
Yeah, so for my Facebook, just to answer the questions, so if you missed it, I just said we're at STNTV today at their location. They have this amazing, it's not even a warehouse, but just this building that has all these different rooms. We're in the staging area where they do a lot of their interviews and things like that. So they're being very nice to let me take over for my live stream. But that's where we're at. And thank you very much for the sweet words. I really appreciate you guys. Okay. So two things before I grab that Orko. I just wanted to reiterate, we are still looking for a booking agent, so if you're that person, reach out. The email is management@misskrystle.com. And then also my featured track today, which I'm so excited about, is Relevant on Pandora. So if you go to Pandora, just type in Miss Krystle, and then it will add my station for you. And so hopefully one of the first tracks that comes up is the Relevant song, which if you guys saw the music video, that's the one where I'm an alien. This kid reached out to me the other day. He's like, I saw your video, it was great. You had like this tribal thing and you look like a warrior. I'm like, what's it? I don't think that was what I was going for, but that's okay. It's interesting to hear people's interpretations of my art, or at least see it through their eyes. Okay, are you about ready?
sure.
All right. So I just kind of sprung this on him, but I thought this would be fun. Now, I don't think this is gonna be fair by any means because that Orko, everybody, he doesn't have a mic, so you probably shouldn't say anything.
What?
Stop it. So anyway, to be honest, he's probably the funniest guy that I know, but I have my moments.
That's incredible pressure that you just.
Just whatever.
Talented, okay.
I don't feel like I'm funny in the slightest, but I'm gonna try really hard today, and so this is the Try Not to Laugh challenge. So my understanding of how this challenge goes, and here, let me readjust Instagram so you guys can see. There you go. So the way that this challenge goes is that whoever is not trying to be funny or whatever puts water in their mouth, and then the other person has to try and make them laugh. Now, I have forewarned STNTV that there's a whole lot of equipment, including on me right now, so this could go horribly wrong, but we're gonna do it because why the fuck not? Sorry, children that are watching me. Don't ever curse. It's really fucking horrible.
All right, so what are we doing here?
Okay, so you're gonna go first, and so try.
All right. Want to do a dance?
Mm-mm.
No dance?
Mm-mm.
I don't know how to make you laugh. I need a bit. I need like a TV show. Your turn. This is gonna go forever.
We're gonna give this a total of 2 more tries. This is not going as intended.
Go.
You know you gotta do the voice bit. You have to. You have to. Okay. Let's see. What do you find funny? Now, this isn't necessarily funny, but I'm just curious what you would do. Come on, relax a little. All right. I'm gonna call it as that was a very ineffective challenge. I feel a little wet now, and And we just might have to try that again when Jen's laughing. All right, guys, I can feel my makeup's melting now. Okay, so let me move in. Let me answer the last couple of questions. So it was something about, someone said, like, I didn't even know how to interpret this, but you get sexier every shot. What's your secret? So this is in response to, shut up.
That would have done, you should just write your comments.
Yeah, right. But I wanted to respond to that and just say that when I read something like that, it obviously makes me smile, and I really appreciate that. But it's just amazing how someone kind of relaying to you how you make them feel can make you feel a certain way, right? So if someone's to say, you look like trash, you look like shit, or, I don't care about you or whatever, can really, really impact your self-esteem. So the reason I wanted to touch on that was just to say, I was talking with a friend yesterday, and he's doing this campaign about, depression and trying to raise awareness for artists, and just, how dramatically this impacts the artistic community compared to any other demographic. And so for the artists who follow me, and just to say that, depression and mental health and wellness is just so critical. And what I say is really listen to the extremes, okay? So what I mean by that is when you feel like doing something extreme, whether it was, taking an action or maybe even hurting yourself, to really not only identify the feeling, but immediately do something to change your state. If you feel like you want to do something extreme, it's because your emotions are telling you, it's a call to action. It's screaming at you. And so the best tool that I have ever learned in my life was when I was having these feelings at a certain point in my life, and I just, when you have these dark thoughts, to recognize them and then go do something extreme, but do it in a positive way. Go do something you would have never done before. Be outrageous, be dramatic. Use that little voice in your head as the excuse to go do something that you never would have otherwise, but do it in a good way. So that's why I wanted to at least address that comment. And then lastly, to just do this last question, so natural hair color. My natural hair color is red. Not really. My natural hair color is the color of my eyebrows, these ones. So it's brown. Yes, Queen, I love that you're talking about this. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, you guys, I love your faces very much. I'm super excited that we were able to do it here at STNTV. So I want to make sure I'll link it up and I'll post about this tomorrow so you guys can go follow them. They put out such great content for their clients. They're interesting, and I just really appreciate them in general. So big shout out, and I will see you